Hello, welcome! It's time for another modern stream. Today's AmuLIT Monday, and like so, we're gonna be playing some AmuLIT. So, yesterday we streamed a red splash version, and it felt a little bit medium. Like, the idea behind Sudden Shock and everything, it made sense. Like, the fact that you can cast those cards with Magus of the Moon in play, it makes sense. Fire Spout, also pretty good against the red-green mid-range deck. But I'm done for experimenting. So today what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be playing White Splash version. Path to Exile, Celestial Purge, both cards that are really good right now in the current metagame. So we're playing these over the sweepers and the sudden shocks, and the rest of the sideboard felt okay, honestly. Like, again, this list is pretty strongly geared towards the metagame that we find in Magic Online, which is pretty much infested with like burn decks and like Prowess decks and stuff. So we have main deck Gracer and main deck Udo, which opens up a couple of sideboard slots for us, which is nice. But yeah, we're gonna see how this works out. We're still running the explosives and the pact in the main deck. It's mostly because of how that frees up sideboard space. And the negates are there mostly because of the uprising of Ad Nauseam, which has seen a lot more play lately. All right, let's go. We're playing against Andrea. Hello, Andrea. Streamer showdown. Oh, that's right. Andrea's been streaming now. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. So he's probably playing humans. He actually got second in the. What is the name of the event that I played in? Man, I always forget the name of this stupid event. It's funny. I think I'm gonna name the showcase qualifier. That's what it was. Yeah. Um, this is actually interesting. Like, do I name Beast for Gracer or Giant? I think I named Giant here. No, I'm actually gonna name Beast. And this can net me so I can make 4 mana next turn. There's no way that I can Titan next turn, unfortunately, though. And if Andrea has a Meddling Mage, we are super screwed. Uh, just gonna pass a turn here. This is a turn 4 Titan, which is probably gonna be pretty slow. But it's basically Meddling Mage or bust. Don't care about Freebooter. They probably don't have a one drop. I guess they could have no Hierarch. There's no use in Ghost Quartery in the Cavern of Souls. They might not have a basic, but it doesn't matter because they. Oof. Is that good? So we play Udo. Play 1, 2. 3, 4. It's not good enough. I mean, we're still gonna play it. Eniel with a tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold, Eniel. Thanks a lot for your subscription. Thank you for the support. And yeah. Thank you for being here. Summoner Spect. So now we can pact for Azusa. We packed for Azusa. We get, so 1, 2, 3 Azusa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we're still one short. Yeah, it feels bad, man. Still one short. So he either has melee mage here or he doesn't. That's pretty much all it is. So if he has melee mage, we're in pretty tough shape. We still have options because yeah, they have the melee mage, of course. We can still, I guess we can naturally draw the Valakut. Or we can naturally draw an engineered explosives. Of course, explosives would be a lot better. But if they have a phantasmal image, we're in really dire straits here. Oh, they just have a Mantis Rider. That's probably even worse. Can I really define me as an actual fight? No, you can't. Because that would be not smart on my part. Explosives? Just a redundant amulet. So we can pact for Dryad, we can go squatter ourselves. That doesn't sound very good, does it? That really sucks. We're exactly 1 mana short. Twice. Exactly 1 mana short twice. We can play Gracer just to block. I guess I'm gonna pact for Dryad because we kinda have to. And I guess I'm good with mana, so might as well just play these two as a blocker. Not the best hand. It is what it is. So I guess we're relying on Uro here. Humans matchup feels so rough because it always feels like they're heavily dependent if they have the melee mage or not. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely all that it's about. The humans matchup depends on whether they have melee mage or not. Reflector mage can be problematic sometimes, but like overall, it's like, do they have this card or do they not? If they do, then we are dogs. And if they don't, then we win very easily. More often than not. Unless they have like a turn 1 Noble Hierarch, turn 2 Mantis Rider draw, and then they have like a freebooter to like steal our amulet or something. I mean, we're still pretty live here though. Like if we draw an engineered explosives, we are very much in this game. Like the fact that he doesn't have something for mage. He doesn't have a second mage for explosives is what is giving us a shot here. Okay. So with any land, they can cast a 5/5 next turn too. It's pretty rough. Things not looking particularly great here. Things not looking particularly great. Steerings. Huh. Okay. So we can transmute for explosives, play EE for 2. We probably won't have enough time. It's still better than both alternatives. And if we draw any other land, this allows me to transmit for Valakut instead. Transmitting for Valakut might actually help. Ugh, I keep drawing gas, man. Yep, okay, that one's too much. Yeah, we needed things to go. We needed them to whiff for like a turn or two. Just didn't happen. Okay. So, Path to Exile, Obstinate Baloth, Explosives, Sage, Beast Within. Got this. We can cut one of these. Jugabog out. Steering's pretty medium. So is Explore. The 2 land draws plus violence are hard to beat. Yeah, it doesn't matter, right? Like, it's just, they have the Meddling Mage. That's the only thing that really mattered there. Because if they didn't have the Meddling Mage, we would have won very easily, right? So like the double, yes, they had a really good hand, but like we didn't get aggroed out. We just died to the Meddling Mage. That's the only card that mattered there. Also, these hands are unfortunately very unkeepable. So we're gonna fetch for Triome. I don't think they have Magus. They have Magus, they got me. Oh, I'm not. That's right. I'm not playing Triumph anymore. Whoops. Would I rather have? I think I'd rather have a white mana. We're gonna add red here. Play explosives for 2. They have multiple ways that they can blow this up, but it is what it is. It was a big spider, yeah. Man, that spider freaked me out. That's crazy. He says, nice explosives, Fran, as he plays a bunch of 1-drops. Feels... Oh, second EE of the top. Second EE of the top. Come on, come on. Come on, deck. Come on, you can do it. Oh, no. I'm not complaining about that one, though. That one's pretty good. Alright, so any untap land or bounce land allows me to Titan next turn. Even if they have Damping Sphere, we can play around that to an extent. These champions are not lethal right away. And if we resolve this, we just win. Because we're gonna get to like get Sombos and stuff. Lieutenant. Okay. It's pretty good because that blocks me very quickly. I'm gonna take this 9 because it means that a bounce land is a potential draw that allows me to Titan, so definitely worth taking 9 there. What is this? Not a bottom. Okay, probably gonna blow up the explosives. Well, just make it 4-3. Okay, so they have lethal for next turn, so we need to draw a land. If we do get there, easy. So we're just gonna get some zombies. We're gonna do just like bounce land plus field. ¿Se daba fecha hora cuando arrancase el torneo? Sí, es mañana a las 5 p.m. me parece, de acá de Los Ángeles. PST. I'm gonna get Boros Garrison and Field of the Dead. So Deputy is a problem, but everything else we can beat pretty easily. Even Reflector Mage is very much manageable. Reflector Mage would be pretty annoying, don't get me wrong, but it's very, very manageable for sure. Thanks to Azusa plus field. Alright. Again, no melee mage, we win. That was Simul to 5, by the way. Feels pretty good. Multi 5 on the play. This game was a loss before field. Yeah, it was. But like I set myself up for it, right? Oh, you mean before the printing of field? No, we would have been able to stabilize too. We would have been able to make two 0/1 tokens. And then we would have been able to attack on the following turn. So I think we would have been fine. Would have been a lot closer, for sure. Okay, so they moved to 6. Have an answer to Meddling Mage, we have an AmuLIT, we have a Prime Time. So this is a fine hand. We definitely want to draw into a white source, and this is the problem, right? Like this is what I consider to be like the potential issue with splashing white or red or something like that, is that you are potentially running into this problem, which is like you have the cards and everything, but you just don't have the mana for it, right? Like we just have the removal spell and we cannot cast it. Never mind, we're great. Going well, yeah, for sure. Is there a reason we aren't playing car anymore? Just experimented. The metagame is filled with burn and prowess and like aggro decks like this. Karn doesn't shine against this kind of deck, unfortunately. So basically, I'm just adapting to the Magic Online metagame. Taking the 4 here because like we're still really dead to melee mage, right? That's the priority for me right now. All right, so I guess we're gonna have to path this guy. Very good sequence from Andrea over there. Very good sequencing. Tema que no juega Chips Mine, ese lugar lo ocupan los Castler, es más difícil playar. Exactamente, Rulo, sí, pero eso es lo que yo siempre dije igual. Alright, let's draw an engineered explosives that we can play for 2. That would be awesome. That's not very good. It's not good at all. So I guess I'm going to play this because we can cast an Uro if we happen to draw it. Udo wouldn't be a bad draw. I mean, it would be not great either, but it wouldn't be bad. Okay, so this means no meddling mage because Andrea's opening, or it's opening himself up to me drawing Azusa or a Summoner's Pact. Another prime time, not quite. They might actually be able to set up lethal here if they have like Phantasmal Image and stuff, and if they have meddling mage, we just lose. So hopefully they just play a land and cast a Jegantha, and then we can. No meddling mage, 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 no meddling mage. Do you think Red Amulet is the best version right now? It seems like a lot better than the other versions. I mean, I'm not playing it today, so I don't think it's a lot better than the other versions. I think it's just one more version that you can be playing. Well, I did not plan for that, and this was definitely a big punt. I should have played the basic forest last turn. Now I'm going to be behind the land drop. That's pretty brutal. So I'm not going to be able to trigger Sombos. That was pretty bad on my part, actually. So if they have Reflector Mage, they technically do not have lethal. So we're at 7. We die to. So they Reflector Mage this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go down to 2. Yeah, so they do have the Reflector Mage for sure. Because they didn't play anything last turn and they had 3 cards in hand. So this is pretty straightforward. Like, this just makes sense. So we're not going to be able to Titan, so we're going to go down to 2 here. And we really need to draw something. Dryad would be perfect, or a Pact. Baloth. Huh. Baloth is super interesting. They probably have another Reflector Mage though, so it's probably not going to matter too much. I'm trying to figure out if it matters for me to haste this. Or if it's better to just hold up this to haste the zombie. I think I'm just going to hold up this to haste the zombie. Or like to potentially double strike and trade with one of my opponent's creatures. And this is why I do the split between Primetime and Baloth in post-Cyber the games. So now because we didn't haste the Baloth, we can actually like potentially trade using this Zombo. I think they might have another Reflector Mage though. Yep. So if they have Image or something, we just lose here. So you're just gonna have lethal. Okay, that's good news. Another Reflector Mage, Meddling Mage, Lieutenant. Is Lieutenant lethal? No, it is not actually. Oh, yes, it is. Never mind. Yeah, it is lethal. All right. We didn't quite get there, unfortunately. It was definitely because of that mistake, right? It was definitely because of that mistake. I played the Cavern of Souls thinking of Uro, and I didn't play. I didn't play to draw exactly Castle Garenberg, and I could have done it the other way around, right? 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're just dead. I mean, it's not unfortunate. I lost this game. I could have won this game if I had played differently, because I would have been able to have a lot more zombies in play. I'm definitely okay when that happens. When I can pinpoint exactly the mistake that I made. Those are the losses that are really worth something. Those are the losses that are good to have. Almost at 60k. Yeah. Supposed to wait for me to for your session. My bad, Stubbs. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. Interesting match. Interesting match. Not playing around the top decked castle. I mean, no, I guess he's not playing around. He's playing for the top decked castle. Very interesting. I'll forgive you if we have multiple leagues. Oh yeah, we will be playing at least 2 leagues today. Depending on how quickly they go, we might play a third one. It seems unlikely, because I have a student at 5 p.m. And usually AmuLIT leagues are moderately long. Social distancing, yeah, it's a drum student, but it's through Skype, so I am social distancing. Yeah. Actually, Zoom is pretty nice for teaching online lessons. Oh look, a Lurrus deck, yay. Because you can mute your students. Nice. Alright, so we're playing against Burn. By the way, if you're a Patreon, I uploaded yesterday a very interesting video, actually, that came up during a coaching session. So we wanted to draw the steerings there. Now the question is, I think I get a breeding pool tapped, and I play castle on a steerings. Semi-growth, it's cool. All right, so now we do have Titan mana for turn 4. We're going to Azusa next turn, get 2 land drops. No, I didn't bottom pact because I was considering my opponent being on. I was considering that my opponent might be on Lurrus Jund, and if that's the case, then I wanted to make sure that I wanted to make sure that I have redundant Titans. Can we get Once Upon a Time back? Yeah, sure. That'd be great. Okay, so they go face with the Rift Bolt, which is kind of annoying. Lightning Bolt. Okay. Please don't have Searing Blaze. Skewer the critics. Okay, so I think we're just dead here. Susa going under the bus. Maybe we're not. All right, so we have Titan mana. We can go. Right, Radiant Fountain plus Bounce Land. Or we can make zombies. I think I'm gonna go Radiant Fountain plus Bounce Land. And the reason for that is that we drew the Gracer, so we're gonna have 2 blockers for these dudes. So we go with Primetime. We play our land. We're going to do this. Play Primetime. Yes. I guess we don't have Radiant Fountain. We have Cover Crossroads, but still. So we Crossroads plus Garrison. Yeah. Gonna bounce Crossroads, play Gracer, replay Crossroads. So now we're up to 7. We have 2 blockers that our opponent needs to deal with. We're dead to like triple burn spell, which they can't have actually. So they need like Boros Charm plus something else. Hey Greco, how's it going? Welcome. Easy. Okay, so we want Purges, we want Rex Sage, we want Bailoff. And I guess that now that we have access to Path to Exile and Purge, we don't really need explosives anymore, which is nice. Ghost Quarter out, Gracers are actually nice. So we're gonna do something like this. If they had a burn spell, they could. Yeah, but they could have had land plus 2 mana burn spell, or they could have top decked the burn spell that they were missing, right? Chalice on 1. I don't even think Chalice is that good against burn, honestly. You're fine. How are you? Oh, I'm doing great. I mean, I'm streaming some AmuLIT, right? I'm hanging out with chat over here. Like, what could be better? Having a great time. They couldn't have 3 burn spells. Yeah, that's why I said that the three burn spells doesn't actually quite work. Opponent keeps 7. I think we ship this. It's tough to ship that one because it's super close. This one is better though. So we're gonna keep this one. I think we're just gonna bottom the Bog. Ancient Steerings. Okay, so I guess we're gonna lead on Castle. Then we're gonna Crossroads on 2. Battlefield Forge? Really? Vexing Devil. Yeah, this is too early. We're gonna have to take it. Unfortunate. Vexing Devil. Jesus. Primeval Titan. Sure. These are awful. Guess I'm gonna take the Forest. We might just be dead here, actually. Brutal. Alright, that's not too bad. Arboreal Gracer, okay. So we Dryad. Play these on Giant. And Weaken Steerings. I think we just play the 0-3 dude for no value, just to block. They can play the Vexing Devil, but at this point we don't care about the 4-3 anymore. So that's nice. You know, they can't attack, which is cool. I think I'm going to get greedy here because we're actually quite behind. So semi-growth chamber is nice. Can I play? Oh, we got to gain the life suite. Okay, so they don't have the thing. Border's Charm, okay. We're still down to 7 only. Did they not play Eidolon? Okay, Bold Face. Okay, so we die to another Border's Charm or we die to double burn spell. I think it's actually better to block here. Pog. Alright, so that's great. 2. Prime time. So we're probably gonna get Valakut plus a semi-growth. So this is gonna be 12 damage, just not enough. So I guess we have to kill here and kill there. And we have 2 land drops here. So we're gonna make our first land drop, kill the Gobo. Bounce Crossroads, replay Crossroads, ping you. And we even get to attack here, because if they had had creatures, they would have played them. So we even get to attack. Valakut plus Vesuva could have done it. Yeah, that's true. But at that point, I am playing around my opponent killing my Dryad. Oh, that explains it. So your opponent just stops. Play AmuLIT for value. Sounds good to me. You're just dead, opponent. Just giving you multiple chances for you to concede. My opponent says punt. Oh, nice. You gotta love it. Yet one more time where I survive at 3 life because my opponent boarded in a situational card instead of just having a burn spell. If they had Lava Spike, I would have died that game. And by the way, if I hadn't, like, if my opponent had had 2 mana open, I think that we would have led on Obstinate Baloth, and then our opponent can't win. I was just memeing because I know that they were tapped out. So yeah, that was Smash to Smithereens, which is a card that burn players love bringing in. Oh, okay, so we're playing against the Gyruda deck. This is a fine hand. Laminade, thank you for the follow. This is actually my second time ever playing against this deck. I've only seen it once, and it got to a very, very grindy... it got to a super, super grindy Field of the Dead battle, which I ended up winning because I had a Susa. Okay, so I guess that we can lead on Gracer first. Then we can Steering's looking for an amulet, and if we find it, we are probably going to win. Okay, so this is the green version. Huh. That's very interesting. So this is up to 4. So I guess that Uro doesn't get me any closer. So I think it's better for me to Steerings here because I might find an amulet. And if I find an amulet, we're actually in great shape. That's a Vesuva, which is not as good. So we can Vesuva their field. And then Simic Growth. Okay. So if we draw Castle, we would be in really, really good shape. We could draw exactly Amulet, which would have made my line last turn worse. So that sucks. Okay, so we're gonna get Gyruda next turn, very, very likely. What do you think about Collector Oof in the human decks versus you? I'm not always bringing it or not. I don't think it's very good, Andrea. And we get, as I was saying, if we draw exactly Amulet and nothing else, we get punished by my line. And of course I get punished by my line. Huh. Okay, so our opponent's gonna cast their Gyruda, and they're gonna do a bunch of nonsense. The question is, can we out-nonsense them? Which is far from impossible, by the way. The only problem is that they can get back our own Titans, which is kind of a big deal, yeah. Alright, they whiffed. Sweet. So we're going to out-nonsense them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One field is gone. So we can haste this Titan. And then we can transmute for Pact of Negation. I guess one thing that could happen is we could die to milling. So borders garrisons, later stronghold. So we can bounce and replay this. We can threaten to double strike. Or we can just trade here and transmute for a Pact of Negation. I think I like that line better. Sounds better to me. We can trade this Titan away, but then we just die. We just win with Uro, right? They don't trade? Oh, that's great for us. All right, so we're gonna do this. Wait, can we Udo and transmute? So one colorless. No, we can't. Oh yes, we can because of Aurora Gracer, right? So we bounce this, we Udo, we replay this. That's gonna be blue, blue. We bounce here, then we play Crumbling. We use the green source to play Crumbling Message. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. So we have to bounce this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pog. Just going off here. Can we do this too? No, we can't, right? One, two, three, extra land drop. Oh, yes, we can. Right? Extra land drop. Yeah, we can. All right, sweet. So, Dryad. Extra land drop. Sombo. 2 mana. Bounce this. This guy. Another land. Now we bounce to Laria West. Go get Pact of Negation. Is that a good turn? I'm not sure if that was a good turn or not. Not sure whether that one was a good turn or not. That turn made my head hurt. Yeah, it was interesting. The funny thing is, like, I had a plan, and then like everything just kept getting better and better and better, which is hilarious. It's just like things just kept getting significantly better with every card that we drew, which is really funny. Okay, so this can go. I don't want negate. Pact of Negation is okay, I guess. Grafdigger's Cage is good. Probably don't want Udo. Gracer seems fine. Cavern can go. Okay, I guess it's nice being able to blow up lands. Never thought I'd see the day. 6 from 5 out of 10 needed more double strike. That's fair. That's fair. It wasn't a great turn. I wonder if my opponent has like Damping Sphere and stuff. They could have. sure. This hand is slow, but it has good interaction and stuff, so I think we keep it. Is that Gyruda deck good? What the hell? Sacrifice a creature you gain line equal to sacrifice creature's toughness. The sacrifice creature toughness. Wow. Okay. More interaction. These are not good draws. These are not good. So we're gonna have a turn 5 Titan, but our opponent doesn't have Gyruda mana just yet. So basically we're gonna need to path to exile this guy in response to the trigger. You have to be kidding me, really? Have I literally had every single worst possible draw step every step of the game? That is hilarious. Scar not good in the current meta? Not really. Too much burn, too much red, which is unfortunate. Sacrifice creature's thoughtness. Isn't that what it says? It says the thoughtness, right? So trigger on the stack. Gonna path this and hope for the best. So if they find a natural, just don't get my Titan, please. Okay, so they got their own Titan, which is less bad for me because my Titans are better than my opponents. They're gonna get some zombie tokens here. But that's okay. The bad part is like we literally cannot haste here. How brutal is that? Yeah, we literally cannot haste. Which is true. All the possible worst cards in the that we could have drawn. Okay, so let's go castle. We can make some Sombos. So we're just gonna get Tolaria Field. This is so sad. Super sad. But it is what we got. They didn't mill any of my fields, so we're probably going to be able to outfield them. Or we can simply just transmute for... We can probably just transmute for Dryad and then take it home from there. Yeah. Get a bunch of zombies. So we're probably just going to take this damage and then we're just going to block all 3 of these zombies. Just going to take 6. Hopefully we don't have to use her Pact of Negation this turn, because I would like to use my blue sources for Dryad purposes. So this is Midden the Moaning Well. It taps for colorless, and if you pay 3 and you sacrifice a creature, you gain life equal to the sacrificed creature's thoughtness. Toughness. Toughness, not thoughtness. Oh, these Kamigawa lands? Yeah, for real, right? Woodfall Primus. Wow. So if they blow this up, I transmute for Dryad. I cast Dryad. I have one more land drop, so I attack. I get Valakut plus bounce land. Valakut plus Vesuva, sorry. I bounce the Vesuva, deal 6 to them. Then we draw one more, and we don't have enough. My opponent goes down to 6. Brutal. But can I win if I spend my turn? I don't think I can win if I spend my turn countering this, so I think we just have to let it go. I suspect that they're going to destroy my Field of the Dead. Yep. Read them like a book. Alright, Dryad. Okay, so now we do have lethal. PogChamp. Oh wait, do I? We get Valakut Vesuva. Yeah, because we can transmute for Asusa. So we get Valakut Vesuva. That's 6 damage. Then we Vodos bounce Vesuva. That's 3 more. Oh yeah, I guess I punted. Yeah, we should have 2 Western Valakut. I think I messed it up. Whoops. Yeah, because now they can even destroy my Valakut if they block with this guy. Yeah, I actually just punted this game away. Brutal. Got too hasty. Got too hasty. Yeah, punted this game away. Feels bad, man. I mean, we could still, if they don't destroy my Tularia West here, we could still win. So they have to blow up the Tularia West here. If they blow up the Tularia West, oh wow, they blew up the wrong length. Sweet. All right, so I think that we still have this. So we're gonna have to Valakut, ping you. Let's do always yes, always yield. Then we Boros Garrison. There. So blue, 1. Bounce here. Transmute For summon respect. For Azusa. Cast Azusa. Land. Pina. Land. Pina. Never didn't have it. Easy game, easy life. To be fair though, it's just prolonged BM. To be fair though, there were many instances where I could have given the game away there. Like if I had left the Valakut in play instead of bouncing it with the bounce land trigger, if I had found other lands, like if I had gone for like, oh, you know, I need to use Vesua to copy my opponent's field and try to like win that way, I would have lost. So like I made a mistake for sure. I got hasty and I made a mistake, and then I had to kind of like reassess in order to get there. Playing against Lurrus. I think I'm gonna keep this hand and I'm going to totally get my opponent's. I'm totally gonna get my opponent's Inquisition on turn 1. Yeah, after I punted, I played to my outs, and then I needed my opponent to make some mistakes, and they did. And then we got there because of it. So again, it's one of those situations that often happens where it's easy to say that I got lucky or whatever, but I mean, some things needed to happen to get lucky and stuff. Oh no. Blood Crypt Monastery Spear? The hell does that mean? Did playing against Companion get old already? It's getting pretty old pretty quickly, yeah. It hasn't made me want to quit Modern or anything, but it definitely takes a lot of the fun off it. Like, it's just the same play patterns over and over and over again. And I'm just tired of seeing the same card on the other side of the battlefield literally every single match that I play. Udo? It's not it. Okay, so if we draw Azusa, I'm gonna play field here. We got many good draws here. But we're also, like, we also need to draw something, because otherwise we're just gonna die to this Swift Spear. Play Metamorphose. Okay, so they're just playing like a Prowess deck, splashing black instead of white. Got a couple of lands. Tough to say whether that's good for me or bad for me, the fact that they got a couple of lands there. So we are actually dead next turn, I think. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're right now at 9, so we're probably dead next turn. Huh. Just didn't draw anything. Didn't draw anything. All right. It was definitely a risky keep. And then we just whiffed forever, which is pretty painful. Remove when people thought Once Upon a Time was banned because of too much variance. Remove too much variance, yep. I mean, to be fair, we have been playing against a Lurrus deck a different Lurrus deck every time, but at the same time, we're just playing against the same card over and over and over and over again. Just annoying, you know? That's a Dryad. We cannot play that. So we're gonna have to Titan here. We're not gonna get to Sombo here. So I think we're going to haste. Wait, what? Okay. All of this, get in here. Does feel like Lurrus is the bigger problem beyond companion. Yeah, except no. Because like Urine is also kind of an issue. Why do I like Negate over Dispute in my sideboard? Because of the there's a lot of blue control decks, but more importantly because of Ad Nauseam and Neoform. Against those decks, Negate, I think it's better than Dispute. Sure. So I think I'm going to shock for a path. Next turn we can AmuLIT, let's hold a path. So probably gonna light up the stage here. Key and Fiend. Okay. So I guess we're gonna have to shock, unfortunately. Only thing Urine did was make Ursa's mana more consistent by having 8 cantrips to fix your mana. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty... Again, like, you're allowing a control deck to start with 8 cards in their hand, right? And the problem with those companions is the effect is really, really good, right? This is why this is a problem. Like, if this restriction were in Serda, it would not be that good, right? The problem is that the card is really, really busted, plus the fact that it's free. So it's like a combination of things, basically, that makes the card egregious. And I think this time I'm going to path here. I don't know if my opponent has like access to like discard spells and stuff. Sure, we can also purge that one. I really miss Once Upon a Time. Imagine if we had Once Upon a Time here. Now I'm forced to bring this back to my hand. And if this were Once Upon a Time, I could cast this at instant speed and I could like figure out what I want to do afterwards. It's pretty rough. And now if my opponent has an answer to these one of these amulets, and I'm actually like behind in land drops, it's really rough. Now they are down a sideboard slot. One extra card in your hand is always, always worth having one less space in your sideboard. Like by so much, it's crazy, and it's not worth. Like you cannot argument the other way, and if you try to argument the other way, you're just wrong. That's just not how Magic works, right? The concept of card advantage is it's so much more important than the flexibility that you might be able to get because you have access to one extra sideboard slot. Oh, you were being sarcastic. Okay, you forget about the kappa years. that's what the Sakapa is for. Well, we're gonna blow that guy up. 0 cards in hand. We cannot kill here, but we can stop ourselves from being killed, which is cool. I thought it would be obvious. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because some people, I don't know. I have heard some really silly arguments. I have heard some really silly arguments for companions. So I think what I'm going to do here, of course, we're going to cast our Prime Time. We're going to give it haste. But since we cannot set up lethal, we're just going to haste our Prime Time. We're at 15, so gaining life doesn't really make any sense. Opponent doesn't want to play anymore. So what I was going to do is, we just hasted a Titan, so what I was going to do is I was going to play an Explosives for 2. And then I was going to swing, and then we were probably going to go for Lurrus plus a bounce land. And then we can blow up the Explosive if we need to, or we can simply attack here. We can simply let damage happen, I mean. But we have, like, we know that we're not dying on the crackback, which is exactly what we care about. All right. Oh, wow. Playing against Moto and Boss. Cool Ducat. Do we bog them? I know for sure that I want to get to Larry West. And then I guess that we can bog them. I think I'd rather make sure that I have the... I guess I have the blue mana in hand. Yeah, but I would need the bounce land. So yeah, so I guess I would go for... I wouldn't bog them, and I just go into Semi-Growth Chamber plus Larry West. Alright. Guess who we're playing against? Daniel is probably playing some John style deck or Grixis style of deck. So I think this hand is keepable. Yeah, black green. Stupid Hex Drinker deck. So next turn we're gonna AmuLIT plus Steerings and alright, so we can, if they tap out, we can just Azusa Titan them. Well, that's pretty good. Okay, change of plans. This is better. Got super hype cracking your chest because I opened all of these. 3 ticks and mono. Yep. It happens. What did we lose to? We lost to humans. They need to answer this amulet. If they don't answer the amulet, we just beat them very easily. I opened the time walk 4 ticks. Brutal. Nihil Spellbomb. Alright. GG's. So this allows me to Dryad here. Seems good. Gracer, play this. Green, green, activate this. Bounce here. Primeval Titan. Yes. He just concedes. Yeah, so what we were gonna do is we were gonna get Boros Garrison plus Stronghold, Haste Titan, attack, get Valakut plus Bojuka Bog. We're gonna put the Bog trigger on the stack third. We're going to deal 3 damage, and then the Bog trigger is going to resolve. Goif dies to status-based effect, state-based effects, something like that. But yeah, but the Goif's dead. All right. We want these ones, we want these ones, we want this one and this one and this one. The toilet one is so good. Greasers out, Cavern of Souls out. Can probably cut a path. They are so much. I think I'm just gonna get back. I just got steerings. They are a lot more creature based now. Feels bad, man. Go to discard Obstinate Bailoff, PogChamp. Unfortunately, not how it works. I'm gonna keep this one though. We just bottom amulet. He kept 7. Yeah, he for sure has a discard spell. Yeah, but I am. Oh wow, they don't have a discard spell. Damn, what the hell do you keep? Daniel, what the hell did you keep? Some kind of land destruction of sorts? Crossroads here? Yeah, sure. Uh-huh. That guy's dead. Do I path it or do I purge it? I think I... Damn! Alright, we're gonna have to wait 1 turn for that one because I need to purge this guy. Why do you not do push-ups anymore? I should do push-ups. Alright, I'm gonna start doing push-ups again. I just randomly stopped doing it. Gotta fix that. Ren and ticks. Goiful. We can path that one. I think we just do this. And I'm going to balance Vestige, because even if they kill my Dryad, I get to transmute next turn if I want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, set up a Titan for the following turn. I'm not blocking, by the way. 4 mana. Boil. Okay, that's pretty good. Damn, that's a lot of push-ups. Great teamwork. Brutal. Do I path my own dude? There's no way, right? We don't play around with second boil. Gonna do it manually. Feels bad, man. I actually feel like I have to path my own dude. So they have a 3-turn clock, unless they play another Goif here. Croxa would also be quite devastating. Pillage. That's also pretty bad. I really miss when Magic used to have art like this. It's so sick. It's awesome. Like now the art is so perfect. I liked it when it was you could tell that it was actually a painting instead of being some like freaking computer art. Honestly, I think like that we were going to beat the boil, but I don't think I can beat the boil plus pillage, unfortunately. I think we could have beaten the boil, but boil plus pillage was just a little bit too much. So now we're gonna, yeah, we're just actually just dead. Let's try that again. I think my cyberling is fine. Time Warp OG art is your favorite? Yeah, it's really so good. Like OG Shivan Dragon and stuff. Like that art is just so awesome. The art for Intuition is super nice. Factor Fiction, like the original one. I don't even understand what it is, but like I love seeing, you know, like that style of art. Nothing beats Stacy's art though. That's true. Yeah, I mean but that's why Seb is so good, right? Seb's art is so good because it's so out of the ordinary. Like everything else just looks like they could have been made by the same person, right? When you look at Udo was probably made by the same person that did like any of the other gods. Is it? I don't know. It could be. But you know when you see Seb art because it's so out of the ordinary. Okay, we'll keep this. It's pretty rough against the Discord spell, but it's otherwise it's fine. Hope one day they do some kind of master set with current modern cards that they have old orders. Yeah, that would be cool. Like the old ordered Bob, for example, or old ordered Noble Hierarch. Like those are so great. Those are so great. I don't know why they didn't do that again. Bye bye AmuLIT. Yeah, it's a pretty obvious AmuLIT there. All right, it's a good draw. It's a good draw. We're just going to, I guess, just copy my castle. Say go. Explorer is a really good draw there, though. Next turn we can Sanctuary plus. So if we get pillaged here, that would suck. If we don't get pillaged, we just win. We have double Titan, so they have the pillage though. Oh no. That's good for us. He just concedes. Doesn't even want to see it. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, for round one. For round one's pretty good. We only lost to humans. So definitely this list felt nice. Having access to Purge is kind of cool against Lurrus because we can just like get rid of the problem for good. The only problem with the white splash as opposed to the red splash is that we can cast the red cards after there's a Magus in play. So that's the only thing that I would consider that the red splash is better. But as far as stuff like Fire Spout and whatever, like it's okay, but it's just fine, you know. But yeah, we're gonna play another league, so fear not. Just gonna take a short break. And if you're watching the YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.